I love today's mindgasm that I'm sharing with you because I'm answering a client's question, which is what if it feels like what I'm desiring is just too big? So, this is an episode for every woman out there that has big dreams, crazy dreams that you're just like, is this too much? How can I hold it all? Is it even possible? Is this how the world works? Do I deserve this? All of those questions, because if you have a desire in your heart, it's absolutely, absolutely meant for you. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about how to remove that limiting belief so that you can finally experience and enjoy it. Hello. Ooh, I'm just celebrating. Something really good just happened. I'm so excited. Ooh, okay, I had to get that out. I had to express that so that I could dive in because I saw your question come through, Rochelle, and I was like, oh, that's such a good question. But then I had to get on a call and do some things. And my generator self was like, wait, go back. So I'm back. I'm here. Okay. The question is, what if I feel like what I'm desiring is too big? And the too big is in quotations because I know that you know that that is a ridiculous question. Because what does that mean, too big? Is it because that wanting it triggers some fears, right? That it might not happen, that that's not how life works, that it doesn't get to be this good. Like, what if too big, quote and unquote, means that like it's hitting your edges of what you've been taught is possible, right? Like, what if too big means that it's awesome? Because like I feel like I read this quote once that like if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. And I always have this issue with that quote because like really like do we need to use fear as a motivator all the time? Like does it always have to feel like hard or intense like as we grow? And the answer is no. 100% it doesn't have to feel that way. And simultaneously, anytime we want something, right? Like the act of having that thing means that we have to expand outside of where we are right now because where we are, we don't have the thing, and there needs to be some kind of growth or expansion process that happens in order to get us there. So the question is, what does that mean, too big? Like, and I think that it's code, right? Like, for maybe, am I allowed to want this, right? And is it possible for me? And all of those totally natural and normal questions that we ask ourselves when we shake the tree of yeah, when we like shake things up and we start to question like the reasons or the structures or the thoughts that might have kept us, I'm not going to just say stuck, but just like kept us like where we are. So I'm not going to answer your question because it's unanswerable. Like what if I feel like what I'm desiring is too big? There's this part of me that's like, good. Let it feel like that. Let it be so big. Be in awe, be in excitement, like, you know, and what is too big? There is no such thing, right? It's so relative, it's so subjective. Like, and just give yourself permission to just want it. If it's in your heart, if your desire is there, just giving yourself permission to fucking want it. And yeah, any of those residual thoughts and fears that might come up, like giving yourself grace and permission to have them, but not have to listen to them and just like letting that be and just know of course it's normal when you want something bigger than where you are, what you have now, that there's the expansion, but too big is relative, and if it ever does feel too big, you can always chunk it down, you can always take a step back, you can always ease off the gas pedal until you're ready to push again or to expand again. We get to do it however we want to do it in the way that feels the best for us. It can be fast, it can be slow, it can be both, it can be everything. And if it ever feels too much, we can always adjust, get the support, and do what we need to do to calibrate and make it what we want it to be. I hope that answered your question. And if you want more, ask more. Okay, so if you listen to this mindgasm and you were like, yes, finally an answer that I can work with and that helps me move forward, then I want you to shoot me a DM right now on Instagram at Michelle Kanan. That's my name. And let me know. You know, we often think our problems are so big or so unique, but after over 12 years of mentoring and coaching hundreds of amazing women, I have a lot of really simple tools, mindset shifts, and incredible rituals and guidance to give women like you that want to keep moving forward. So let's have an awesome conversation. Relationships are so important to me. And when you shoot me a message, I'm going to give you a free gift too. Yeah. So find me on Instagram, Michelle Kanan. And I'm also on Facebook, Michelle Kanan as well. And I'll talk to you soon. Stay tuned for more.